Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's Blog. A great afternoon to you wherever you are around the globe, especially on the continent of Europe, in Africa, here in Southeast Asia, or wherever you are. You are in Canada, America, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the channel Salon's Blog for this very special edition, the afternoon edition, very exclusive, ladies and gentlemen. You see, I have been trying to search through and do a lot of research, and I've realized that Chelsea right now, our coach and our team, our squad, they try to do something unique, and that is why I'm here this afternoon. But before I go to that unique thing that I've observed, ladies and gentlemen, we are starting on transfer note. Well, Napoli want to get Romelu Lukaku on their own terms. They have offered a loan with an obligation to buy. £4.2 million loan for Romelu Lukaku. Then, the obligation to buy, they will have to pay 21.3 million transfer fee next year. Meaning that they want to have Lukaku right now for £4.2 million on loan, with an obligation to buy him at 21.3 million next year. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea have not yet accepted these conditions. The first offer they gave a few days ago was rejected, 25 million euros. Chelsea rejected that offer. Now, this is a better terms compared to the first one. In these terms right now, it looks like there is an increment of 5 million euros, making it 30 million euro in all. And like I told you, obligation to buy simply means we want to defer our payment to next year. I want to believe that Chelsea by now should be considering this deal. It is an obligation to buy in all 30 million euro, and Chelsea was asking for 38 million. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. We wait to see Chelsea's next response to this. Now, quickly, I want to know your dream Chelsea front three. Looking at the 6 pictures on your screen right now. These pictures you are seeing on your screen. 8 pictures on your screen. I want to know which of these players, which of the squad, is it the first 4 or the second 4, would you choose as your first 11? In the first lineup, we saw Christopher Nkunku, we have Pedro Neto, and we have Cole Palmer. Then we have Felix. Yes. If we are to make use of the first lineup, means that Christopher Nkunku will play as false 9. Pedro Neto on the left side, Felix on the right, Cole Palmer as number 10. Now, if you go to the second one, ladies and gentlemen, you have Modric on the left side. Yes. Noni Madueke on the right side of the wing. Dewsbury Hall as your number 10. Christopher Nkunku heading the attack. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a complete front 4 right now here on your screen. Which one will you choose as your first 11? Listen, Enzo Maresca have a pool of players, quality at his disposal in every game. In every game. I am amazed. In fact, come to think of it, Modric, left wing, Noni Madueke, right wing, Dewsbury Hall, number 10, Nicolas Jackson heading the attack. Then the first one, as you can see there, Christopher Nkunku as the first 9. My goodness. Felix, right wing. Pedro Neto on the left wing. Cole Palmer as the number 10. These are solid forwards, solid attackers. Any of these can take any squad on. If they all are in good form and on their good day, they should be able to deliver for any winning team. Let me hear from you in the comment section what you think about what I just placed on your screen. Personally, Enzo Maresca has a lot of challenges right now. Choosing the first 11 in every game is going to be tough. It is going to be tough, especially if all these players are fit and are informed, it's going to be tough. I know why I brought this up, ladies and gentlemen, and let me reserve the reason to the last, because the Man City game we played, we didn't play with inverted fullback. Do you know that? Yes. And I will come to that shortly. You see, Felix day at Chelsea today. Plan confirmed. He's traveling to London today for medical test and contract signing. Deal valid until June 2030. It will include an option for a further year. Jao excited to return to Chelsea as it's all agreed. Also with his agent, George Mendes. As we speak right now, I should believe that Jao Felix should be on his way or already in London. On the other way around, ladies and gentlemen, Conor Gallagher's flight to Madrid has been cancelled. Yes, breaking news. You see, this is coming as a surprise even to my technical team. They are like, It's a surprise to them. Yes, Conor Gallagher's flight to Madrid has been cancelled for now. There is no other flight scheduled. This doesn't mean the transfer is off yet. This doesn't mean the transfer is off, ladies and gentlemen. But as we speak, Conor Gallagher's flight to Madrid has been cancelled. For now, there is no other flight scheduled. This does not mean the transfer is off yet, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Chelsea are still monitoring striker Victor Osimhen's situation at Italian club Napoli. But they are only prepared to pursue a loan deal rather than a permanent transfer in what remains of this window. Yes, you got me right. As we speak, if you are expecting any other news about Victor Osimhen right now, Chelsea are still holding on, trying to monitor situation, hoping that if Romelu Lukaku deal should go through, the next to follow will be Victor Osimhen. Yes, just as we had, I am not too sure what the best card is here. It is right now that they are playing. Like right now, Conor Gallagher's flight has been cancelled after it been confirmed medical rating for Jao Felix. I don't know the kind of card, the kind of chess. These teams, especially Chelsea, they are very good in playing chess. Chess game. They are very good in playing chess game. They are not talking much. They are using their fingers. Ladies and gentlemen, now, Victor Osimhen to Chelsea is still on board, but there is still a silence on the issue. And like I told you, this issue could drag on until the end of the transfer window. It might come off at the 11th hour of the transfer window, possibly. Because both the player and the club Napoli want to get rid of him. Napoli wants him to go. The player wants to go. Chelsea wants him, but it's about the terms. It is about the terms. Image right, wages, transfer fee, agent fee, intermediaries. A lot is involved. Tax issues. Yes. A lot is involved. So it's not just an easy deal to strike. Ladies and gentlemen, Victor Osimhen issue, let me keep it by the side. We shall be back on that in my next episode, if there is a breaking news regarding that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Quite clear that Maresca is trying to adapt it tactically, and I didn't want to wait any longer. You see? Yes. Against Man City, what we saw, and with the attacking lineup that I gave you, 2 sets of attacking lineup, it is quite clear that Maresca is trying to adapt tactically. And we saw that on match day 1 against Man City. Let me position myself well. We saw that on match day 1 against Manchester City. Maresca is trying to adapt tactically to these players in the squad. We saw it clearly in match day 1 against Man City. Ladies and gentlemen, In the game against Man City, there was no inverted fullback. Oh yes, we didn't talk about it. You know, the Maresca football we're talking about, it was all about inverted fullbacks, inverted fullbacks, inverted fullbacks. In the game against Man City, he didn't use the same strategy. There was nothing like inverted fullbacks. You see, when we analyze game, we take our time, we observe things. Well, as you can see, that's the graph on your field. I made a research. Fortunately for me, I saw someone analyze it the same way I was seeing it, and this is the chart he gave. You see, no inverted fullbacks in Man City Chelsea game at Stamford Bridge over the weekend. Malo Gusto pushed high and wide on the right. Malo Gusto pushed high and wide on the right. Double pivot of Lavia and Casado. Double pivot of Lavia and Casado. And Fernandez pushed higher into the number 10 row. Fernandez now was still like the number 10. Because we had Lavia and Casado playing the double pivot. Then, instead of Gusto inverting, he pushed higher up the field and wide on the right. What does that tell you? I remember when the coach said it clearly and loudly. He adapts strategies based on individual teams. The team is not going to be training and playing just one way. No. No. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been one of the things I observed about our game against Man City. We never played the inverted fullback, but rather Gusto was in full swing at the right, pushing high and wide on the right. Then we had Casado and Lavia as a double pivot. If you look at it carefully, the space between Lavia and Casado was not wide. They were close to each other. Double pivot. Yes. Then we had Enzo Fernandez playing the number 10, pushing higher into the number 10 row. I brought this up for you to get something here. Maresca football is not a static football. We have to watch out for another system. Or when you are observant, when you are a football analyst, you have the eye of an analyst, you could see some of these things I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a graph you can see right there on your screen. That is it. You will see very clearly. Gusto is far ahead. Well, you see, that reminds me. During the game, someone like me, I made a statement in my post-match reaction that Conor Gallagher would have played better in the same role Enzo Fernandez was playing. Gallagher would have been able to manage the game better than Enzo Fernandez. Enzo limited himself. I'm not too sure if it's the coach instruction. Enzo Fernandez limited himself in the game. As a number 10, he is supposed to be everywhere, anywhere, any moment, anytime where the ball is. Maybe the energy level was not high enough. By the way, my time is up. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, I have not prepared my shout out, but I want to give all of you guys out a big shout out because I'll be back with more explosives, with big shout out to you guys all. If you remember in my first episode of the day, I gave you guys the shout out at the middle of the video. If you missed out, go back and watch that video. A lot of shout outs at the middle of the video. This time around, because I have so much to talk about, I omitted it. I'll be back with a lot of shout outs. Hey, my good friend, Lux Ryder in Zambia, big shout out to you. Yes, big shout out to you. Elisha, big shout out to you out there. Chris Williams, big shout out to you out there. Foley from Celerium, big shout out to you out there. All of you guys around the African continent, in Europe and in America, I love you all. I will see you guys in the next one when you see me, dear friends. Shalom and peace.